A massive toad emerged from the ground. Several-eyed tentacles sprouted from its back. Spotting the man who'd walked right into its trap, the toad suddenly shot out its tongue. The man rolled violently, dodging the deadly strike. Before the toad could attack again, Carl scrambled and crawled toward the exit, but he hadn't taken a few steps. The toad sucked onto his ankle, just as he was about to become the monster's meal. At the critical moment, a small dog bit down on the toad's tongue. Pain-sensitive, the toad had no choice but to release Carl. Seizing the chance, Carl dashed out. Such giant toads were merely the most common among billions of monsters. Years ago, an asteroid collided with Earth, carrying vast quantities of mutated fungi. All cold-blooded creatures began to transform. Their bodies grew larger, their scales thickened. Even thermal weapons couldn't kill these powerful monsters. Worse still, they preyed on humans. Over 7 years, the population plummeted by 95%. Survivors clung to life in underground bunkers. One day, Carl learned of his girlfriend's whereabouts, so he risked his life to leave the bunker. In search of her, Carl prepared to pick a fruit to stave off hunger. His dog quickly warned him the fruit was poisonous. With no other choice, Carl pressed on, his stomach growling. Suddenly, he fell into a pit, the lair of flesh-eating worms. Just as the swarm closed in, a rope was lowered from above. With the old man's help, Carl managed to escape. He joined the old man's group. During their journey, the old man taught him many useful wilderness skills. The girl also constantly honed his swordplay, but unfortunately, Carl was targeted by a giant monster. While fleeing, they encountered a gentle giant rock snail. The old man stuffed Carl's short-sleeved shirt onto the snail's back, so the giant would chase the snail by scent. 2 days later, the old man turned toward the high mountains. Before leaving, he left behind a grenade. Now Carl was traveling alone again. Arriving at an abandoned water park, the puppy seemed to sense something, and hid directly under a giant yellow rubber duck. Carl discovered dozens of pairs of tentacles extending from beneath his feet. Then a giant centipede over 10 meters long emerged. Carl readied his crossbow, poised for battle, but was flung aside by the centipede's tail. Just as the puppy was about to be devoured, Carl shot an arrow through the centipede's head. Though he'd escaped danger for now, more monsters lay waiting ahead.